Mm-hmm.
Do. Okie doke. All right, let's find you guys a playlist. What about a playlist called Slow Flow? Oh, this doesn't look very long. Wait.
It may not be. There's a lot of unfinished.
No, 1 hour and 3 minutes.
Oh, snap.
Well, that should do it.
That should do it. That should do it.
Copy playlist link. Aw, hey guys.
Who there?
Robin Williams and Margaret Brindle.
Ow!
I miss you guys.
They're the worst.
You guys are the best. Okay. There's your playlist. I'll probably. Were we having issues in terms of people me needing to send the playlist multiple times?
No, not on this one. On Zoom, it had to do with the chat on Zoom.
Okay.
But on YouTube, it just
Okay.
stays up there.
Channeling the heat. It's supposed to be 65 degrees today.
I know. We might be able to live stream some outdoor classes soon.
Yay.
Say, oh, my darling, I
Margaret, this is for you.
Little bit of the buddy wiggle for the television. You're such an old fart. You're such an old fart, buddy. Only as I where we only. You won't remember what you're teaching yoga. Boy, our fuzzy today. Just in the brain. Just all kinds of it. To me. See. Oh no. Alright, head check. Height check. Oh, I'm doing this part. Perfect.
Hey guys, this is the first pose of the day.
Just stick your arms up.
Make
Hold
sure
a seltzer.
Tall enough.
And make sure you're tall enough for yoga today. To me. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. Bash.
2-minute countdown.
2-minute countdown. JJ, how many leg lifts can you do in 2 minutes? Start now. Good boy. I don't need water. Does this have water in it?
Yes.
Great. Can I have some?
Yeah.
Thanks. Is that vodka? Here, I'm gonna refill it in the water thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, just for you.
Hair of the dog. Just kidding. No, absolutely not. Kyle just likes to make a scene. All right. Who do we got? Who's the third person here? Mystery human. All right. Starting as soon as he's ready. Time is now. Alright guys, the playlist is in the chat. Go ahead and get ready to hit play. And then you can go ahead and hit play and find chat post. GG, ignore that. So any version of child's pose, knees together, knees a little bit separate. You can do seed pose if that's something that you enjoy. And just begin to find your breath. Gently reaching your arms forward, maybe allowing for a soft bend in your elbows. And we breathe. Nice deep breath, maybe allowing for an audible exhale. Just let it soften, let it go. Begin to walk your hands forward. Go tented fingertips. Forehead resting, tented fingertips. Maybe work your way into your shoulders a little bit, dropping one armpit towards the mat and the other alternating side to side. And then begin to walk your hands over to the right, finding a side stretch down the left side of the body. Reaching the left fingertips, maybe pushing or pulling with the right hand on the ground, depending on what feels good to you. Just feel it out. Breathing into the left side of the body. No need to overwork it, just finding some length. Good, one more full breath. Full exhale. Good, and then bring it back through center, maybe pausing at the middle. That feels good. And then eventually making your way over to the right, the left. Good. Lengthening the right side of the body. Good. Any amount of pushing and pulling with the hands, using the fingertips against the ground. Right, whatever helps you find a little bit of space, a little bit of length with the right side. Nice deep breath. Good, one more. Really follow the exhale all the way to the end. Maybe let it go audibly. Full exhales. Good, then bring it back through center. Bring yourself up into a tabletop position. Really setting the foundation. Tuck your toes underneath and spread your fingers wide. Think pointer and thumb finger root knuckle rooting down. And then inhale, heart moves forward. Eyes gaze up, easy in the neck. And then exhale, push the ground away. Pull the navel in, nice and strong, tail down. Good, and again, inhale, heart forward. Good, finding length, and then exhale, push it down and away. Good, one more like this, inhale, toes are tucked. Good, on the exhale, push the ground away, send the hips back, and rock the way back so that the knees begin to hover. Right, knees go wide, almost finding a gargoyle or kind of a squat, right, with the heels lifted. So we're gonna pulse this, so this is the cat version, right? So once again, drop the knees, heart moves forward, inhale to look up. And then exhale, as you ground, push the ground away, let the knees hover, hips go back, eyes gaze down, grounding through the spine. Good, and again, inhale, heart moves forward, eyes gaze up, easy in the neck there, exhale, push the ground away. Round, 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 breathe into the back body, just a few more. Inhale to look forward, knees rest, heart moves forward, find length. And then exhale, push the ground away, nice and strong, tailbone draws down, belly draws in. Good, let's do two more like that. Inhale forward. Exhale back, working into the bottoms of the feet. Let the knees go wide, round through the back body. Last one. Knees down, heart forward, eyes up, nice deep breath. Exhale, tail down, push the ground away, belly button in. Nice deep breath. Good. Draw the knees down. Once more, eyes gaze up, going towards a downward facing dog. Exhale, push the hips up and down. Good. Once you've found this, pedal out the feet, letting the heels lift, maybe letting the hips twist side to side. But don't forget your foundation in the hands, fingers spread wide. Good. Now we're going to pulse from downward facing dog to beast. So draw the knees down just to hover. Grounding down through the hands, lifting through the shoulders, navel in. Good. Inhaling through the transition, so inhale here. Exhaling, hips back. Inhale, draw it forward, knees hover. Full exhale. Good. Inhale, begin to draw it back. Exhale, hips up. Good. Last one, bring it forward. Exhale to hover. Inhale. And exhale to take it back. Good. Bending one knee and then the other. Side to side. Clear the neck, let the head be heavy for just a moment, shake it out. Inhale, right leg up. Nice and long, bend at your knee, open across your hips. Oh, snap, grab a pop. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between your hands. Bend at the back knee, Anjane, so untuck the toes. Gently pressing the top of the back foot down, taking some pressure off of the knee. Inhale, arms up. Good, Anjane. Interlace your thumbs, spread your fingers nice and wide, and then bend your elbows and draw your shoulder blades together while you simultaneously lift through the heart. Good. Inhale to reach hands high. Tuck the toes of your back foot and hover to a high lunge. Inhale again to reach tall, buckle the back knee. Good, hips level. Good, this time inhale to reach. And exhale to revolve, turning, opening to the right. Good, we're going to pulse back 2 more times. Inhale to reach. Exhale to turn. Last one, inhale to reach. Exhale to turn. In breath rises through center. Drop the back heel, warrior one. Good, take some time to set it up, maybe adjusting your stance. And then really grounding down through the right heel, stack the right knee over the right ankle. You can just square your hips towards the front of the room. Little soft bend at the back leg there. Good, inhale to reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Last one. Inhale, high. Exhale, down. Right leg up and back. Three-legged dog, shake it out. Good, plant the right foot. Good, couple rounds again of downward facing dog to beast. Good, so inhale, come to hover. Knees hover, full exhale, belly in. Inhale, and exhale to send the hips up and back. Inhale, forward to hover. Full exhale. In breath. Exhale back. Last one, inhale, bring it forward. Good, full exhale, navel to spine, nice and strong. And send it back. Good, this time left leg up and back. Bend at the knee, open across your hips, grounding down through both hands evenly as you can. Good, step the left foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes onto your neck. Good, nice and tall. Interlock your thumbs again. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Reach tall, tone the belly. And then on the exhale, pull the thumbs away from each other and bend the elbows. Shoulder blades pulling together, heart lifting. Find a tall back bend. Good, nice deep breath. Good, rocking the weight forward just a touch so you can tuck the back toes. And hover to a high lunge. Good, ungrip the toes of the left foot, reach tall. Good, and exhale to turn. Good, pulsing 3 more times, inhale up. Exhale, turn. Little buckle in the back knee, draw the tailbone down, inhale to lift. Exhale to turn. I've lost count, let's do one more. Inhale to reach, and exhale to turn. Honesty is good. Good. Bring it back through center, little lift, drop the back heel, find warrior one. Good, soft bend in the back knee there. Stack the left knee on top of the left ankle and ungrip the toes. Really find deep down through the heel. Good, nice and tall. Full breath. Good, inhale to reach. And exhale to forward fold with the hands down. Draw the feet together, step to the top of your mat. Soft bend or a very deep bend in the knees. And just let it hang. Good. Option for ragdoll, you can reach for your elbows, hand in hand. Good, soften the back of the neck, soft jaw. Good, just lengthen down, kind of cascading over the thighs. Good, nice deep breath. Good, little bit of a twist here, draw the right elbow towards the right shin. Good, so you're kind of opening up, getting a little bit of length, so opening down the left side of the body. Good, and then left elbow to left shin. Right elbow draws out. Good, kind of opening the door. Good, one more each side. Good, last one. Good, back through center. Good. Drop the feet together, put a little bit of space in between your heels. Inhale to sweep your arms high. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, have a breath in. In breath, takes the arms overhead. With that space in between your ankles, begin to come down into chair, hands to heart, hips down and back, weight back in the heels, tone the belly, ungrip the toes. Good, hands to heart. Good. You should look down, you should be able to see your toes. What are you doing? Stay right there. Good. Draw the jawline back. Good, tone the belly. Good, so we're gonna try something here. Put the weight into the right foot. Inhale into your thumbs. And then on the exhale, with your knees staying together, float the left heel towards your butt and take your arms back, right? So palms are open to the front of the mat, heels lifted. You should look down, still be able to see your toes, but not take the weight back into the heel. Good. Inhale, hover the left foot, hands to heart. Right, so the left foot does not actually rest on the ground here. Good. Good, and again, heel to hips, hands back. Exhale, foot to hover, hands to heart. One more, hands back, hands to heart, and hover. Good, place the left foot down. Reestablish. Notice if the weight's moving forward, notice if the knees are moving forward, and take it back. Good, so establish your chair. Clear the neck, maybe take your shoulders back. Weight in the left foot. Ungrip the toes, begin to hover the right foot. Good. Inhale to lift high into the thumbs. And then exhale, heel to hips, hands back and open. Good. Inhale to hover, hands to heart. Exhale back. Good. One more. Right foot to hover, hands to heart. Exhale, heel to hips. Good. Rest the right foot down, hands to heart. Good. Rock the weight back and forth, left to right. Good. And reestablishing that foundation, spread the toes, nice and easy. Inhale again. And exhale to twist. Oh, something normal. I feel relieved. Good. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Draw the shoulders together, really rolling the left shoulder back. Clear your neck. Nice deep breath. Good. Inhale back through center. And exhale to the other side. Good. Option to look up. Good. Or just stays down the ground. Good. Nice deep breath. Good. Inhale. Sweeps the arms high, straight the legs. Reach. Find a baby back and lifting through the heart. Eyes gaze up. Nice deep bend in the knees. Exhale to forward fold. Good. Good. Let the head relax. Soft jaw. Deep breath. Look down at the ground. Find a halfway lift. Gently draw the chin down. Again, get long through the back of the neck. And step the left foot back. Turn the left heel down. Find your wide-legged stance. Good. So sides of the feet parallel here. Left fingertips plant. Right hand begins to move. Find your twist. For a soft bend in your elbow, try to keep your hips level. And bend the right elbow like you're kind of pulling down on something so the shoulder blades are beginning to come together. Good. Right hand down. Inhale, left hand. Good. Again, a little bend in the left elbow. Draw the shoulder blades together. Try to keep the hips level. Good. And release. Take the left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Take the right hand forward, tented fingertips, and just look underneath your right armpit. Hello. This is our job. Good, back through center. Replace your right hand with your left. Right hand sweeps underneath to grab the outside of the left ankle. Little bend in the left elbow here. Good, again, hips try to stay level. Keep them from shifting around too much. Good, and find one more deep breath. Notice the neck, the teeth, the tongue. Good, and release, bring it back through center. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Put a bend in your knees, put your hands on your hips, and inhale, come to stand. From here, turn your toes out, heels in, moving towards goddess. So adjusting your stance as you need to. And let's actually do one hand on the low belly, one hand on the low back. Good. Think about getting nice and tall through the crown of the head. And then slowly begin to sit your hips down, drawing your tailbone down and pulling your navel in nice and strong. Right? So we're not falling into the low back, not a back bend here. And looking down, as you bend your knees, make sure your knees are tracking over your second and third toe. Even weight on the feet. Tail draws down, belly draws in, head gets tall. Once that feels stable, once that feels good, you can go hands to heart. And have one deep breath here. Audible exhale. Left hand to your left knee. Right hand sweeps high, find a side stretch. Nice side bend. Option to go down to your elbow if you want a little bit more depth. Or you can stay propped up on your hand. Good. Turn the palm down, pinky down. Getting some rotation through the arm bone. Good. Pull your belly in, tailbone down. Nice deep breath. Good. Inhale through center, right into the other side. Really reach through the fingertips. Again, just like in reverse warrior, think about reaching up before you reach over. Or up before you reach back. Back through center. Place your hands on your hips. Your hands on your knees. So creating some resistance here, you can kind of let this relax a little bit, sit down into it. Press your hands into the insides of your knees and your knees back into your hands. You let your heart move forward here. Should feel pretty good. Option here, if you would like to move side to side with control, nice and easy. Maybe sitting it down a little bit, letting the shoulders sink, rolling the shoulder blades back. Nice and easy, kind of whatever feels natural here. Option here to drop one shoulder. I like doing a little bit of a twist here. Right shoulder down, finding a twist in the torso and other side. Good, and then straighten your legs, arms sweep high. Interlace your thumbs, heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Sides of your feet parallel, fingers spread wide. And once again, reach through the fingertips, thumbs interlock, and then bend your elbows, pull your shoulder blades together and find your back bend. Right, so tail draws down the whole time, shoulder blades are drawn together, and the heart's lifting up, 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 up. And you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Good. Good, bring it back through the center, up to the top. Soft bend in the knees, hands sweep back, interlace your fingers behind you, find your shoulder stretch, let your head fall off. Good, nice healthy bend in your knees here. Good. Just let the weight of your arms be enough for the shoulder stretch here, don't overdo it. Good. Check in with your neck, with your teeth, tongue, and jaw. Breath, nice and easy. Good. Good. Nice deep bend in the knees. Reach your hands back behind you. Inhale to come stand up. Good. Release your hands. And simply step to the top of your mat. With your feet together. JJ.
Yeah.
He's worth it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your feet back, find your plank. Go knees, chest, chin. Good. Cobra up dog. Tuck the toes down dog. Good. Take a moment here, pedal it out. Really root down through the hands, grow up through the hips. Clear your neck. Walk to the top of your mat. And we're going to do a few more, speeding them up as we go. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And step back. Go knees, chest, chin. Cobra up dog. Tuck the toes, down dog. Full breath, audible exhale. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale to get your forward fold, soft bend, let it hang. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to step it back. Knees just chin or chaturanga. Cobra up dog, down dog. Full breath. Strong hands. Step to the top of your mat. Good, couple more. Inhale, sweeps the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step it back, chaturanga. Or knees just chin. Downward facing dog. Step to the top of your mat, and last one. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Clear the neck. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Long through the back of the neck, nice and easy. Plant the hands, step back, last one. Chaturanga or knees just chin. Inhale through up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Good. Have a couple of breaths here. Reestablish your hands on the ground. Letting the heels hover, softness in the knees here. Nice strong position. Easy breath. Good, and slowly begin to walk towards the top of the mat. Good, once you're at the top of the mat, soft bend in the knees. Sweep the arms back into a standing position. And exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Transfer the weight to the left foot. Float the right leg back. And a little bit of a short stance here. We're going towards pyramid. It's not your biggest stance. Right toes turn out with a little bit of an angle. Inhale to lift through the heart. And exhale. Come halfway down. Long through the crown of the head. Tone the belly. And plant your hands down. Deep bend in your back knee. Inhale to look up. And then exhale, draw the tail down nice and strong, pull the low belly in and round in. Good, going in the direction of forehead to knee. Good, navel to spine, breathing into the back of your body. Good, nice deep breath. Good, coming halfway up, plant your right hand. Soft bend in one or both knees. Root down through the right hand, left hand begins to revolve, opening up. Good, nice deep breath. Good, and release. Plant the left hand down, walk the hands forward, transfer the weight forward to the front foot, and move into half moon. So rooting your left fingertips down, soft bending your standing leg here, don't lock the knee, and move towards half moon. So right hand comes to your right hip, or you can keep both of your hands on the ground. Flex the right foot, drive into the heel. Option to bend your right knee if you would like to reach for the right foot, if that's available to you. Finding the quad stretch. Good, right shoulder rolling back, shoulder blades pulling together. Good. Soften the jaw, easy in the breath, one more. But if you have your foot, gently release it. And then with control, follow that soft bend in your standing leg. Bending the knee, step the right foot back. Drop the back heel, sweep the arms up, forward. Here we are again. Good. Establish that foundation, so root down through the left heel, stacking the knee joint over the heel, over the ankle. Tone the belly. And just reach tall. Good. Inhale, little lift, let the right heel float. And exhale, open to warrior two. Drop the right hand to the back leg, left hand sweeps up. Reverse warrior. Good. Reaching the fingertips tall and then going towards a little back bend. But think about finding length, finding lift, and supporting that as you begin to move back. Good, one more breath, lengthen through the left side. And then exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow to the left knee, right hand swoops forward. Open it up. Good, an option for any binds here that you might have. Good, nice and long through the right fingertips. Ungrip the toes. Good, turn your heart down towards the mat, plant both of your hands. Pivot on the back foot, step back, your leg up. Shake it out. Good, plant the left foot down, inhale the right leg up. And then exhale to step it forward. Adjusting your stance as needed, and you bring yourself up. Hands on your hips, other side. So feet in 2 lanes of traffic here. Try to square the hips towards the front of the mat. Inhale to lift. And then exhale, halfway. A little micro bend in that front leg. Hands down. Deep bend in the back knee, inhale to look up. Exhale to round, starting with the tail. Good, navel in. Good, round through. Use the ground, really rooting the fingertips down, getting some lift through the mid and upper back, and then breathe into it. Good, gently release, plant your left fingertips down, really rooting down, and then inhale, right hand opens up, revolve. Good, nice deep breath. Good, and release. Plant your hands, walk your hands forward so the weight is transferred to the right foot, and then float the left leg, flexing the left foot and beginning to stack your hips, left on top of right. Root down through your right fingertips if you would like to plant your left hand on your hip. Good, easy in the neck here, maybe just look down at the ground. Strong through the left toe, you should feel your left glute firing. Good, option to reach the hand up, option to reach back and grab your foot if that's available to you. Right? Do the version that works for you. Good. Right knee remains unlocked, soft micro bend. One more deep breath. Full exhale. Good, slow with control. Float the left foot back, going towards warrior one, excuse me. Arms sweep up. Warrior one. Turn the palms in towards each other, reach through the fingertips. Good. This time, inhale, floats the left heel. Exhale, opens to warrior two. Good, shoulders draw down. Maybe take a moment to just soften at the elbows and really roll the shoulders down, pulling the shoulder blades together, clearing your neck. Soften your jaw. Nice and easy. Good, moving towards reverse warrior, flip the right palm. Left hand draws back, right hand draws up, and then back. Good, any now. Good, full breath, good, finding length through the right side of the body, space around the right rib cage, option for a bind. On your next exhale, bending at the right elbow, sweep the left hand forward, extended side angle. Option for the bind. Good, easy breath. Good, pivot to turn your heart towards the mat, plant both hands, rock the weight forward, step your feet together. Good, feet about hip width, soft bend, and just let it hang. Good, once again, maybe grabbing elbows, letting your head release, letting the back of your neck release. Good, softening your jaw. Good. Really allowing for a nice, deep, healthy bend in your knees. Good. Maybe so much so that the belly's kind of resting on top of your thighs. That can feel good. Maybe a little sway side to side. Good, and then release your grip. Bend in the knees, follow that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Draw your hands to your hips. Weight in your right foot, take your left toes back. Tuck the toes so that you're getting an opening across the top of the foot. Good. Once again, draw the tailbone down. Notice that you kind of want to pop into a back bend here. Tail down, navel in. Hand on your hip as your left hand reaches tall. And find a side stretch. Good. Reach, 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 up and over. I always want to stay in this one longer, so we're gonna. Good, tail down, really find that opening across the front of the left hip. Back through center, take both hands high. Interlace your thumbs, spreading your fingers wide. And once again, soft bend in the elbows, heart lifts, find a back bend. Good, reach your hands high, and then hands back behind you, 10 fingers interlaced, roll your shoulders up towards your ears, and then back. Good, find a shoulder stretch. Right. Have it more of a shoulder stretch than a back bend. You can find a little bit of a back bend if it helps. Good, trying to reach your hands back behind you. Good, and release, step your feet together. Hands back to your hips, weight in your left foot. Other side, take your right toes back. Tuck the toes underneath. Good, once again, drawing the tail down, really finding that opening, that sensation in the front of the right hip. Right hand sweeps up. Good, and over. And pull the belly in, but you reach through the fingertips. Try to get tall through the right side of the body, and then over. Couple of breaths here. Good, back through center, both arms high, interlace the thumbs, spread the fingers, reach tall, belly in, bend the elbows back in. Good, and release, hands back behind you, 10 fingers interlaced, take your shoulders, roll them up and back, shoulder blades drawing together. Maybe take a moment to clear the neck here. And then reach the hands back behind you, find a shoulder stretch. Juicy, juicy. And just one more breath. And release your hands, step the feet together, arms sweep overhead. And exhale to let it go. Good, release the head, maybe pedal out the knees, anything that feels good here. And then simply begin to drop the hips, coming down to sit on your mat. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. So we're going for kind of a wide or broad Baddha here. So instead of trying to really pull your heels in, just kind of let them kind of fall where they want to here. Leave a little bit of space, like about a foot. And then take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Take your left hand behind you, go tented fingertips, and keep a little bend in the elbow. Good. So notice that the left shoulder kind of wants to move forward here sometimes. So kind of roll it up, drawing the shoulder blades together, really opening across the front of the shoulder and the front of the heart. And then open it up, twist. Think about finding space, finding height on the inhale, right? And finding a little bit of depth, a little bit of twist on the exhale. Good, bring it back through center. Other side, right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Once again, inhaling to get tall first. And then exhale to turn. Good, one more breath. Inhale for space, exhale for depth. Good, and release. From here, cross your ankles. Plant your hands in front of you, roll over, step back, find a kneeling position in the middle of your mat, toes on top. Half twist. Inhale, arms scoop up. Palms together, exhale, bring it forward, resting the pinky side down, forehead down. Good. Option here to open your hands, so palms opening like a book. Good.
Good.
Good. Sending breath into the back body. Gentle reach. Make sure you're not reaching too much. We don't want to crab the neck and the shoulders. Allow for some space there. Good. Just one more breath. It's going to be triggered for you, crab. So from here, release the grip, send the hands back towards the heels and find seed pose. That's forehead resting, kind of a version of child's pose. So you're reaching back, grabbing for your heels, forehead resting. Maybe take a moment to roll the forehead on your mat, just little side to side. I'm going to kind of do like a half moon salutation here. So from here, inhale, come all the way up, hands sweeping overhead. And then open the hands towards the front of the mat. Exhale, come down, go to tented fingertips. On the inhale, eyes gaze up, heart moves forward. And then on the exhale, hands back, reaching for your heels. Good. Inhale, arms sweep a little bit faster. Open the hands, tented fingertips, forehead rests, make contact. Good. Let it release. And then inhale, eyes gaze up, easy in the back of the neck. And draw yourself on, use your fingertips. Good. And then exhale, see. Good. About 3 more. Inhale, arms up. Open the hands, bring it down, tented fingertips. Good, making contact, let the head rest. And then inhale, using the fingertips, draw yourself forward. Exhale, seed. Good, 2 more, inhale, sweep. Open the hands, tented fingertips, forehead heavy. Inhale, draws it forward, eyes gaze up, long spine. Exhale, seed. Last one, inhale, sweeps. Exhale, tented fingertips, head heavy. Inhale to look up, draws you forward, grip the ground. Good, exhale, seed. Good, just pause here, breathe here. Good, full breath, hips heavy, back spacious. Good, walk your hands forward. Put a little bit of space in between your knees, coming up into a tabletop position, tuck the toes. And then send the hips back just a little bit, take your left hand up, and exhale to weave it through. And so hips are then lifted off of the heels here, so you're not all the way back into a kind of a child's pose, right? So the hips are a little bit lifted. Good. And you're kind of lengthening down out of the hips. Good, and twisting. Good, just here for a moment. Good, Good, back through. Good, so bring it to center, and right hand sweeps under. Up and good, left fingertips. I like tented fingertips here to support you. Maybe play with gently pressing the back of the right hand down into the ground. Good, easy breath. Good, back through center. Plant your hands with your toes tucked. Send your hips up and back once again. And a nice, easy downward facing dog. Really rooting down through your hands. Letting it be easy. Bending your knees. Letting your hips move side to side. Right? Without losing the foundation. Hands are nice and strong. Good. And then walk towards your hands. And then simply, once again, sit your hips down on the ground. Legs come straight out in front of you. Find a nice seat. Plant your hands behind you. I like tented fingertips here. And just for a moment, take your ears, roll them back, and lift through the heart. Pushing the hands down, really finding the lift. Good, head goes back. Breath here. Full exhale. Good, and you come back up. Keep your hands where they are, moving towards intense east-facing stretch. So rooting down through the heels, gas pedaling the feet down, beginning to lift your hips. Good, then eyes gently gaze back. Nice and easy. Good, one more breath. Full exhale. Good, and slowly release. Bring your hips down. Nice and easy. Good. Arms sweep up. Pull your belly in, reach your fingertips high. Try to take your arms kind of forward of your face so you're not popping it back. Pull the belly and the ribs in. Soft bend in the knees, really root down through the heels. Drive the heels down as you begin to forward fold. Good, don't pull here, don't tug too much. Just get a nice grip, creating a firm boundary, firm but gentle. And then breathe within that shape. And breathing into the back body. Every exhale, navel in. Good, finding space in the back. Creating space in the back. Good, and slowly come up. Bend your knees, take your legs into a straddle. Good, so any amount here, don't overdo it. I like placing my left hand in front, right hand in back, just to start. And gently begin to turn it over to your right side. Inhale, get to tall. Exhale brings you forward. You can walk yourself forward so you're folding and twisting at the same time. And then left hand goes to the outside of the right shin or the outside of the right foot. Any amount, using your right hand, tented fingertips on the other side to kind of support you. Eyes gaze down, easy in the back of the neck. Easy in the breath. Good, strong legs here. So just like in the forward fold, kind of find some root, find some foundation by driving the backs and heels down into the ground. So we're getting a little soft bend in the back knee here. Good, and breathe. Good, bring it back through center. And begin to turn to your left. So right hand props in front, left hand in back. Take that shoulder back, left shoulder back. And then begin to twist and fold. Okay. Find your grip on the left side, wherever that is. Good, doing any amount, gauging what you need. And then again, a reminder to root down through the backs of the heels. Right, so we're not locking the knee, we're staying strong in your legs. It's a little soft bend in the back of the knee there. Good, and release. Bring it on up. And bring your legs together. Scoot your hips forward and lie down on your back. Draw both of your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. And maybe a little rock side to side if that feels good. Good. From here, take your left leg long and draw your right leg in. As you take your left leg long, flex your left foot, pulling the toes, your left foot. Good. And then driving through the heel, flexing the toes so you actually hover the heel just a centimeter or so off the mat. Just a couple moments here. Good, and release, draw it in, switch sides. So left knee draws in, right leg goes long. Once again, activate through the right foot, pulling the toes in, driving the heel away, and hovering the right heel just an inch or so off the ground. And avoiding pinching the left hip here, so drawing the knee out to whatever degree feels comfortable. We're just looking for gentle compression. Good. And release, left leg goes down. Now bend both knees, plant your feet on the ground. Arms down by your side, move towards bridge. Good. So think about opening across the heart. Right? Maybe even drawing the shoulder blades underneath a little bit. And then rooting down to the inner heels and the big toe mounds. Begin to draw the tailbone underneath, firing the low belly and moving slowly into your bridge. Bit by bit, taking your time, making sure we're not just jumping into a really deep back bend here. So we're just trying to find some activation in the glutes, some activation in the hamstrings. Feet are about hip width. Don't overdo the back bend. Squeeze your butt. Keep breathing. Good. Nice deep breath, deep inhale. Slow exhale to bring it down. Good. Once your hips are down, take your left ankle and cross it over your right knee, figure four. Right, so do any version of this that really works for you. If you would like to lift your hips to find a little bit more depth, there's an option there. If you would like to float your right foot to drive your shin in towards your chest, you can do that. You can grab the back of the thigh. Any version that works for you. Good, slowly release. Switch it up, other side, last one. Again, finding the version that works for you always. Never overworking it. Finding that just enough place. Good, and slowly release. Take your feet a little bit wider, about the width of your mat, maybe a little bit less, and just let your knees windshield wiper left to right. You'll be trying to pair the movement with your breath, so you're inhaling to bring the knees through center, exhaling to find a twist, and side to side. You're going at your own pace. Just a few more moments. Then bring it back through center, maybe doing one more if you need to even it out. Good. And then take your right leg long. Take your arms out into a T. Right, palms up or down, depending on what works for you. And just draw your left knee across the body. So we're going into a supine twist. Again, finding a version that works for you. If you need a little bit more depth, then go for it. If you need to do less, then by all means do less. And letting this be soft. Letting the breath just move you into the pose, melt you into the posture. Good, eyes can gaze left if they're not already there. Good, have a couple more rounds of breath, trying to make them full and soft. Right, sending them all the way down to the belly, so out of the chest, out of the collarbones, down into the rib cage. 360 degrees into your belly, nice and full and expansive. Down to your hips. And then as you feel ready, begin to draw yourself back through the center, taking your time. And go to the other side. So left leg goes long, right knee draws across, gaze is to the right. And then you breathe. Not overworking the twist, just letting the weight of the legs be enough. Again, beginning to send the breath down into your ribs, down into your belly, down into your hips. Making it a little bit deeper, keeping it soft, making it expansive. Again, without forcing it, just kind of letting it fill and letting it fall. And bring it back through center. Draw your knees into your chest one last time. Any final movements here? Just give yourself 10 or 15 seconds. Maybe a little rock side to side, maybe drawing one knee in, maybe happy baby. Right? Anything that you feel like you're needing right now you didn't get. Feet, ankles, toes, fingers, wrists, anything you need. And then eventually begin to make your way to your Anushavasana. Maybe some extra space in between your heels, maybe reaching your arms out a little bit wider. And allowing your limbs to be heavy. Introducing the sensation of weight. Inviting it. And just letting the breath be normal, natural. Nothing terribly intentional here. Just allowing yourself to go quiet. Allow your body to go quiet. Jaw soft. Take all the time that you need here. 10, 15, 100 breaths before you continue on with your day. Thank you so much. Always a blessing. Have a wonderful day.